here. I'm in the Austin, Texas office area of HairWeavon. We're based out of Dublin, but I am the US little person here, marketing. I do social media. So if you comment or message us on here, I'm usually the one responding to you. But anyways, I'm back. I was just live a few seconds ago, but we gotta work. We're having Cody on today. Sorry, I did the whole introduction on the last live, so I gotta do that again for you guys. We are having Cody, the creator of these C-Lashes. Here's her cute little picture. She created these eyelashes, which are incredible if you don't have any eyelashes or you're losing your eyelashes due to alopecia or medications or chemotherapy or whatever it may be. These are incredible and they just make it so much easier. I know it can be stressful when you're trying to figure out how to have lashes again or just feel normal. This takes some of that stress and that pain, that struggle away. Cody is requesting to join Cody today. She is just an incredible woman. She's gone through cancer herself, and that led her to this, and I'm so excited to hear about your story. Welcome, Cody.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
Hi.
I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you great. Perfect.
Great.
Thank you so much for joining us on this live today. I'm so excited to talk with you as like a fan of your amazing lashes.
Thank you so much. I've been running around. I don't know where I've put. I had my packs of lashes and I've misplaced them. But you've got some stuff we can do with your pack.
Yes, these are the natural lashes, and these actually, just an exciting little thing. I'll give a little introduction to HairWeavon for anyone that's joining from Cody's Instagram account, just so y'all kind of know who we are. We are a wig retailer. We really try and curate things for all like aspects of hair loss to just help in this process. So it's not just wigs. We have eyebrows. We're so excited to now have this style of lashes on our website. So the natural C-Lashes are now available at HairWeavon.com. So it's super exciting. We have head wraps. We have all different types of wigs. And we're just here to help you. Like, reach out to us. I experienced alopecia, so, you know, I've tried lots of different things and can help, hopefully help many people that are, you know, just getting started figuring out this whole process of hair loss. So we also do wig consultations, virtual and in person. And so we're just here to help you guys and really help with any part of hair loss. A big part of our Instagram purpose here is just to create a community, and we can talk about all different things about hair loss. Doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, specific products, just like the emotional, you know, there's so much to hair loss that only those that have gone through it can really understand it. So that's a little bit about what we're about. Cody is the incredible creator of these C-Lashes. And you have quite the story that I'm really excited to hear about. So you've gone through breast cancer, from my understanding. You're a mother, you're a creator, businesswoman, like incredible. So just take it away and tell us about you, Cody.
Thank you so much. First of all, it's really been exciting. I think we got in touch at a point where we were both really busy and we're trying to get this to come together, and we didn't even know if it was going to happen, and it has happened. So I am really, really excited we managed to get here. It just shows you the resilience of women. You know, it's like we can do everything with high heels on. So I'm really glad we managed to pull this off.
I love it so much. Yes, girl power, woman power.
Girl power. Yes. Absolutely. And so, Cody, my story likely started on the 11th of August, 2014. I always start on this day because this is the day that I walked into Leighton Hospital. It's our local hospital here.
Okay.
Breast cancer unit, sat down, and I was told the news that nobody wanted to hear. I had breast cancer. And I wasn't really prepared for the news, even though I'd found a lump and I'd gotten a biopsy and everything. I was only 36, and somehow I thought because I was not overweight, I cook everything from fresh. I was very active. I'd never smoked a day in my life. I hardly drank. So for me, I absolutely believed that it couldn't possibly be cancer. So much so that I didn't even tell anybody that I was going for my results. I just breathed in and thought I would have like a 2-minute conversation with the doctor and I'll go on, because that afternoon I had an interview at university. And then I sat down and I was told that I had breast cancer, and it was absolutely devastating for me. So much so that I just did not know how to process the news.
Yeah, it must have been so shocking, like going into it not even expecting that. Like it's just a misunderstanding, and then to have to process that. I'm sure it was crazy.
And what made it worse is, for me, I'd always been, it's like my brother who comes up to me is almost 10 years younger than me. So I've been a last born for almost 10 years. So my mommy was the person who I always have there for me, but she was thousands of miles away in Africa. So I couldn't even, and I didn't want to tell her because I thought, if I'm feeling like this, how is she going to feel when she's not even able to be there to comfort me? So my mind went straight to protecting her. It's like what I'm feeling.
When you're going
I
through
remember driving.
such a thing, when you just lose your mother.
And she wasn't there, and my first instinct, probably at that time, there was so much going on through my head. But the weird thing is, I decided that I was going to drive for my interview because I was more concerned that I'm going to be late for this interview that I had. So I went for this interview because I'd wanted to go to university for so long, so I just didn't want to miss this opportunity. And I got there and sat down and I had the interview. Anyway, when I started uni, because I managed to get into uni that day. When I started uni, I then decided that I was going to lose my hair. So I was going to have the craziest hairstyles that I'd never had courage to have before. So I shaved off one side of my head. I dyed my hair blue, and I had like all sorts of extensions on this, because it's like I was just saying goodbye to my hair. So I was like, I'm going to lose it anyway. I might as well have fun with it.
I love that.
And I remember, yeah, and I remember thinking, oh, I've got time, so I'll have chemotherapy and I'll have maybe a month to find a wig. So I didn't even look for a wig on time, except the day that I went to take out the extensions in my hair just fell all out in one day. So I started the day with half-shaved head, but then full head of hair on the other side. And by 6 o'clock that evening, I didn't have any hair.
Oh my goodness, so fast.
Yeah, and those are some of the things that you don't realize. It's like with my journey with cancer, I thought, I had time and I didn't. But then I remember that because I had had my farewell with my hair, it was the shock, but it was okay. What then really hit me was when I lost my eyebrows and my eyelashes, because nobody mentioned eyebrows and eyelashes. I didn't realize they were going to fall out. So I had never really.
Just to interject a second, like, I don't know, I haven't experienced chemotherapy or cancer, but I never thought that you would lose your eyebrows and eyelashes with that. That's just not something that's talked about, like you said.
So yeah, exactly. And for me,
sorry.
Yeah, and for me, I did take my lashes, my lashes and my eyebrows for granted. They were just there. It's like I never had bothered with eyebrow pencils or liners or anything like that before, because I wasn't a big makeup person before that.
Yeah.
So they were, and the weird thing is I never had big lashes or very defined eyebrows. They were always very sparse and stuff like that, but they were there. And it's only when they were gone that I realized, oh my God, it was a big deal. So
I can relate that feeling. For sure.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I think as women, because I could hide the fact that I didn't have my hair with a wig. I could hide the fact that I didn't have my eyebrows with my eyebrow pencil. But it was just the lashes, because when I went and bought normal lashes, I found out that your natural lashes act as a lace to rest your false lashes on, and it makes it easier to apply false lashes. So I just could never get the false lashes. And I thought there must be a better way. And even though everything else was great, it was just that one thing that I then fixated on. Like I wanted lashes.
I found, without having that layer of lashes to hold up, just the regular glue ones, they just like turn down.
Yeah, exactly. The
go into your eye.
so annoying, especially if you're going out and it's in summer and you're sweating and stuff. You just find them,
Yes.
or you're flopping in the wind somewhere.
Yes, it's
So yeah,
frustrating when you just want to, feel normal and just stressful and not fun.
I know, I know, and the other thing, I don't know if you find this as well. For me, my eyes were constantly running. To this day, I still have very runny eyes. If I'm out and it's windy, my eyes are running all the time. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I just sat at my kitchen table, decided that I was going to come up with a lash that I could wear. It was never a
Wow.
business idea, actually. It was just me trying to come up with a solution for myself. Until a
Solve
friend
the
said
problem.
to me, yeah, until his friend said to me, if you sold me those lashes, she had alopecia. And she said, if you sold me those lashes, I'll buy them. And I was like, really? You would? And she's like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, okay, this is a business idea. So
It starts.
that's when it all
Yeah.
started, just in my head. I'd never run a
How
business
cool.
before. I knew
Wow.
that bringing a product to market was an upward struggle, but I was going through chemotherapy, and that was the hardest thing that I'd ever gone through. So in my head, I'm thinking, how it can't be harder than what I'm going through now. So at least it
Wow.
gives
Yeah.
me something to do. And that's how I started.
That's incredible that you were able to use like chemotherapy and such a hard thing as like a motivator to like push through other challenging and hard things. Like if you can do that, you can start a business, you can create a product. That's an incredible perspective to have when you're going through such a hard thing. That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think for me, then I just discovered that and I've always said it this way, if you find that there is a storm within, like for me, that storm was chemotherapy. What I needed was to create a bigger storm without that would then put the chemotherapy into perspective. So this thing that I was taking on, which was massive, almost made the chemotherapy bearable. I managed to put it into a box that I could understand, because then there are bigger things in life that I could focus on. And
Yes.
chemotherapy, even though it was so scary, all of a sudden I'm like putting it next to this dream that I have. That was a dream that was going to last longer than the chemotherapy, and it was going to demand more of my time than the chemotherapy. I'm thinking, okay, maybe we can do chemotherapy. It's not easy, but maybe we can do it.
Yeah, I love that. Like almost distracting yourself with something that you wanted to
Yeah,
focus on. I mean, because you can't choose chemotherapy, you can't choose cancer. It happens to you, but
no,
you can choose to start your product and create your business, and that's, I'm sure, much more exciting to focus on. And to,
absolutely.
yeah.
And I think one of the things that I think as women we do is, and I always say that my journey is going to be different from every person's, and especially with challenging things like, and like you talking about control. There's some things that are out of your control, losing your hair, it's out of control and stuff like that.
Right.
It's not always that you have to do something massive, but just doing something. For me, before I started the C-Lash journey, I did something called lipstick and heels. And lipstick and heels was just getting up in the morning, putting on a pair of heels, putting on makeup, putting on a nice dress. And for me, that was enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes what you're going through is so big that you can't start a business, or you can't start, but just like something that brings back that control, that you feel like, it's like I'm not losing control of everything. There's some things within my life that are still within my control. I think that helps. It did help me.
Yeah. I love that. And I can relate to that. When I was going through my hair loss, just, doing things like working out for me was empowering, and I didn't want to let hair loss stop me from doing that. And then also finding ways to just feel like myself again. And that has to do with lashes and like wigs, and like having fun with it for me is what worked for me. And like you said, everyone's journey is different. Even with alopecia, everyone responds differently. But for me, it's fun to try different wigs and to try different products, and take a little bit of fun and control things that you can control in that situation back. So I totally relate to that. So I want to show off this product. Can I do that?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
Take it away.
Okay. So the C-Lash is amazing because for those without lashes, it has this strip here, this white thick band here. I can go ahead and pull it off of the thing right here. It's kind of like almost like a sticker. So it has this band, and you just peel off this backing on the sticker. I might not be able to do it on the light here with my nails, but yeah, you just peel this off. Okay, here we go. And then stick it on your, where you want your lashes to go, and it's easy. It just sticks right on. And it also comes with glue, so you can use it multiple times. So if, you know, I've noticed the first time I don't need any glue, but maybe the next time I wear them, add a little glue, get a little extra hold. Yes, and the benefit really is, like we were talking before, so this is all like clear, it's not white, so you wouldn't see it on your eyes. But you have this big band sticking to your eye rather than just a thin line. So that is your support. That's basically making up for the fact that you don't have lashes. So it really solves an incredible problem for those of us that have lost our lashes or don't have eyelashes. So they're just kind of stuck on this little band. And I'll do some product videos and different things down the line with these lashes to show. We'll share them on our Instagram page and show how to apply them and everything. But they just solve such a great problem for those of us without eyelashes. And I did have a question for you about them. Is there like any rules or like ways, best practices, I guess? Like, do you apply your makeup on your eyelid before you put them on or after, or what do you have to say about that? So for me, one of the things that, before I answer that, let me explain what C-Lash means. So everybody assumes it means Codilia or Cancer lash. It doesn't mean that. If you turn the packet around, on the edge of the packet, I think it's where you opened it or one of the edges, there are words on the other side, on the edge, where you're showing me right now. Okay. If you turn, there are words written on there, and those words are like words like can do, challenge, courage, control. Yes. Conquer, champion. Yes. So that's exactly what C-Lash is about. Control. C-Lash is what you want it to be. So you do what you want. And for you, if that day you're going for a job interview and you want C to stand for courage, that's what it is. If you want to go on a date and you want to stand for cuteness, that's what it is. So how you apply it is absolutely up to you. Now, there is a leaflet in there, and the leaflet, if you notice, is different from other leaflets that come with eyelash. It is really a one-on-one of putting on lashes, because we are assuming that some people have never had to put on lashes. Like I'd never had to put on false lashes before. So it's really a step-by-step of how you put on the lashes. And it does say on there that you have to put it on a clean lid. But I have found out that sometimes if I put my makeup on and I put C-Lash on top of my makeup, it stays. The band is quite steady and the glue is steady enough to stay. So whether you want to put your makeup on first and then put the band, or you want to put your band on and then you put your makeup on top of it and blend it in with your skin, absolutely up to you. Because for me, the most important thing for me is control, taking back control. So you do what you want with C-Lash. I love that. And I found too, I've done it both ways, and it sticks on just fine with my makeup on. And you always have the option, if you're a little nervous about them staying, to add glue to them as well. So, and I love that it can stand for whatever you want. And I feel like wearing the C-Lash, once you put it on, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to let it consume you. Like when you wear just regular glue on lashes, it becomes something that I'm thinking about all day. Like it's like annoying me, or is it gonna fall off? You know, it's something that I didn't used to have to think about when I had lashes. I don't like thinking about. And so having the C-Lash is like giving me my freedom back in that way. Like I don't have to worry about it. It's gonna stay on. It's not gonna fall in my eye. You know, it's not gonna blow off. Giving me that control and that peace back. So I love that about them.
Thank you. And this is really, it's like when you create something, it's like your baby. You always think, oh, my baby is the most beautiful baby in the world. So getting the feedback from other people who've used has been probably the most rewarding thing for me to hear somebody who said, I haven't worn lashes for years because I just could not deal with all the things that because for me when I started the journey, I started from the problem, and I didn't start with what do I want C-Lash to look like. I started from what problems do I want to solve, and I work backwards from the problems. So even down to if you look at the backing, when you peel it away, there is a gap that's left between the backing itself and the paper, the white paper, because it's like we just thought we don't want it to be too finicky when you're peeling it away, because if they all start from the same place, sometimes you don't have the nails to peel them away and things like that. The glue, the extra glue that we've put in there, the leaflet that gives you a step-by-step guide, all of it is just to make life a lot easier for people. In the past, we just thought, I can't be asked. And now we're saying, you don't have to wear lashes, but if you do want to wear lashes, you shouldn't have to say, I can't because of ABC.
I love that. And I think all those little details and pieces of the C-Lash come from a place like of someone who's actually experienced that, and that's why those details are taken care of. Like you felt the frustration of not having lashes that are comfortable or easy to apply. And I remember like first applying lashes and just like crying in the car because like it wasn't working the way I wanted. And I wasn't a huge makeup person, before I lost my hair. So for those of you like me that, have never applied lashes before, the C-Lash really makes it just so much easier, less stressful, and you really do think about I can tell that you have thought about all those details and just made it less of a trial and a struggle, one less thing to stress about and worry about when you're battling cancer, which is a huge thing, one less thing to cry about and to stress about. It's such a gift.
I think for me, one of the things that I remember is I had put on this really beautiful eye makeup. I was going to the races. It was literally, I finished my treatment on the Thursday, and on the Saturday we're going to Liverpool to the Ladies' Day. It was and I had a lady who'd come in and put this beautiful makeup on, and when it came to, because the prototype wasn't ready, putting on lashes, we tried so much that it smudged my eye makeup, and we just in the end we just gave up, and I just didn't. But it would be really disingenuous for me to go through this whole life and not mention one company that made it all possible. For me, I had a dream and I had all these things that I needed to do, but I would not have been able to do it without Eylure, because they came in at a time when I was trying to put all this together. I didn't know, it's like there were things that I didn't know. I'd never worked in the beauty industry before. I worked in the fleet industry. I know more about cars than I do beauty.
That's funny.
I'd never run a business before. And not only did they come and help the dream to come true, but also from a business perspective, they kept the integrity of what I wanted to bring to market. Because for me, the money was important, but for me, there were things that I needed to satisfy before we even spoken about money. Because I'd always say, if I can't give this lash to my grandmother to wear, I don't want it on the shelves.
Yeah.
And for them, they really took that seriously. So much so that from 2016, when they joined the C-Lash journey, it took us until 2019 to launch the project, because it had to be perfect in every single way. And we're still getting it perfected. We're still listening to customer feedback, and we're still adjusting it. And Eylure has been there every step of the way, and they've been phenomenal. So I just want to say a big shout out to them.
Yes. Shout out to Eylure. That's awesome. That's amazing. That's huge. When you're stepping into something, you definitely have a great product, but it takes a lot more, to get it out there. And Eylure has been amazing for that. That's awesome. Well, we are just so excited to have Eylure at HairWeave or at C-Lash and Eylure at HairWeavon.com now, and just to provide that extra thing to our clients that are going through these struggles that we know, maybe make it a little easier for them. So thank you so much for creating this product and for sharing your story with us. I think it's so inspiring, and hopefully some of our viewers that are going to watch this live, whether watch it back later or watching it now, can really gain some courage and some inspiration from your story, because it is incredible what you've been able to do and how you overcame.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's been, like I say, we were going back and forth and trying to make this happen. And
right.
It's been quite a journey for us to get here. And I'm just really excited. I went online and I saw the lashes online, and I was dancing in my room by myself.
Oh. It's so exciting. Yes. We've been wanting to have the C-Lash on our website for a while. We've been trying to get the C-Lash because we know how amazing it is. And so we're so excited too when we were able to put it up on the website and have it there for our clients.
This is what happens when women come together. We make amazing things happen. And thank you so much. You don't know how excited I am. And this is just the beginning of a long journey, because absolutely. And anybody who's watching, please go onto their website. It's not just the lashes they've got, like you said, they've got eyebrows, stencils,
head wraps,
wigs, head wraps, everything. So if you're online, please go onto their website. It's an amazing website. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been like such a pleasure to talk with you in person, and I just am excited that we've been able to develop this relationship, and excited to continue to have this relationship with you and have your lashes on our website. And it's been a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you again for helping make this happen, and I'm so glad we could come together and chat about this.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been amazing. I hope someday soon we'll do another live and we'll have an update of what we're offering, and it's like what you guys are doing, because we always like doing these things because they do make a difference. So thank you.
Yes, we would love that, and hopefully we can get more styles and share more about this amazing product. So thank you again, Cody, and we'll see you around.
See ya. Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.